goes Abreu at the wall. Off the very top of the wall, it stays in, and Francoeur gets to third, Billy with a double. It hit the padding on top of the wall. Fielding Colbreth is the third base umpire, and apparently it was his call. Now Colbreth is going to come in and talk to the other umpires.
Well, it has to go over that rail, I believe, right? It'll be a home run.
Well, it looked like from there that did it get behind that screen?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Good. And they're going to call it a home run. So a delayed celebration. It ends up being a walk-off. It took Billy Butler a long time to get around the bases, but it's a two-run home run. The Royals win the game. And they win the
74 on base percentage. That's second best for National League leadoff men. And he rips one out to deep right field. Calhoun is back, and that one is off the top of the wall. Ricochets back toward the field. Yelich will stop at second. His third hit of the night. It's a double, his 23rd of the season.
They might want to check this one. It looks like they're going to. Like Redmond's going to go out. Talk with the umpires. Well, looked like it hit right on that top of the yellow stripe.
Yep.
Third hit of the game for Yelich.
Dale Scott, the crew chief, and Adam Amari, the first base umpire, will head over to the headphones and talk to the guys in New York. Play under review.
Sure looked like it hit that yellow line and back in play. Hit a curveball that Yelich jumped all over.
A look at the replay and where the ball hit.
Yeah, that's going to be a double. A great view. Guys did a great job. Quick decision by the umpires.
First baseman.
Call stands on the field. 23rd double of the year for Yelich. He's in scoring position.
Over 6 innings tonight. And so that's hit in the air to deep left field by Herrera. Back toward the wall, goes low. That ball is off the top of the fence. It's in play. Coming in to score is Flores, and in at second with a double is Dilson Herrera. And the Mets now have a 4-1 lead. Now the question is, did it hit the railing above the orange line? Terry Collins wants to know.
I mean, when I saw it, I thought it hit the railing, hit the top of the fence, and came back. Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Exactly.
It appears that that is going to be ruled a two-run homer. Yep, no question about it. It hit the railing. So Herrera is going to have a home run once they review this. And the umpires are going to the headsets, and the fans here just saw the replay on the big screen, and unquestionably Dilson Herrera is going to get credit for a two-run homer. So a big night for Herrera.
Herrera, correct me if I'm wrong, Gary, had 3 last year in his little amount of time. Got an inside fastball and lifted it to left field.
This should not take long. Home run.
Here we go.
So Herrera's first home run of the year, his third hit of the night. It's a 3 RBI game for Herrera, and it's 5-1 New York.
In the air to right field. Granderson going back. It is off the top of the wall and back into the crowd. I believe they're going to review that one. They've scored it a home run, but I think that's going to be reviewed because it looked like a fan reached over. Right now it's a 2-run home run. It would make it 5-4, but Terry Collins is going to come out and talk to Andy Fletcher. And this will be a crew chief review. It did look like the fan reached over and brought it back. And what's going to happen is that they're going to give up the second base if they say that he did. This wouldn't have been caught by Granderson. You see, the hat was, yeah, that's definitely fan interference. I mean, you can understand a fan trying to do that because going after a baseball, everybody wants to do it. I think that ball would have stayed in the yard, Jamie. I mean, looking at it right now in the angle. So what will happen is they'll give Utley second. They'll allow Ashe to score. And it'll be a 5-3 ball game with the tying run coming to the plates. This was the reason that instant replay was originally put into effect, were these sort of boundary calls to see whether a ball was a home run or not, whether a ball was fair or foul on a home run. Utley's got his helmet on, his batting gloves on. We can never assume a definitive answer, but here's our look from that camera down the right field line. You have to decide, Jamie, whether that ball would have indeed gone over that short fence or if it would have hit the top of the short fence. I think we're both in agreement it would hit the top of the short fence.
Yes.
So I think they're going to, and they have an opportunity to look at where the base runners are. I think this one's pretty simple. They'll give the Phillies the run. They'll put Utley at second base. Granderson had no chance to record an out, so they won't award an out to the New York Mets, which they can do on certain plays. But back in New York, they'll take a look at the same replays that we have, and I think that our replays are fairly definitive on the angles that you see. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll see something different.
Yeah, I just wish with the ball in play, you know, and it's broadcast early in the game, you know, to not touch the ball in play. You know, and I get it's enticing to reach over the wall and catch the ball.
You're right.
But, you know, you're here to see the game. Let the game play itself out. You don't know what can happen. That ball could have hit and Karam.
Could have been a triple.
Yeah.
So they're going to send Utley back to second. They're going to score the run. And although it's disappointing not to see the home run and the fans will boo, it is the right call from an umpire standpoint. A little closer look as we blow this up. You see the gentleman's arm? I think it would hit the top of the fence. I really do. Yeah, it would have hit even below the top of the fence. All right.
Series, but not tonight.
Well hit by Kendrick to left. Cespedes going to have to play this ball. It's out of here. But they may have to check this and see if a fan reached over.
Well, Alan Porter, the left field umpire, though, signaled with his hand that it's a home run. So maybe they'll have to review it.
If it stands, it's 13-7 with nobody out here in the ninth.
Split finger by Eric Goodell there, just hung up in the inside part of the zone.
Ooh, that looks familiar. Looks like it's out of there though, right? Tough call.
Yeah, tough
Here's
one.
the angle here.
I mean, it could have landed right on that orange. You don't know whether it went over for a home run or came back and play.
They're going to check with New York on this one.
Line drive. I don't think it was a sinking line drive, but it clearly reaches out.
Boy, that's that camera angle that we have right along the fence. That one looked more like it wasn't going to go out. That he had his hand all the way over the fence, but it's a tough one.
Fans who are left here. And the players on the field, everybody looking up at the big board.
I mean, from that angle, it looked like he caught it in the glove, maybe a foot over the fence.
Here's another one. Here's that line.
This is the one that looks like it stayed in.
But is the glove below the fence?
Yeah. Well, they've ruled it a home run.
It doesn't matter anyway.
So for Howie Kendrick, a 3-run homer here in the 9th makes it a 13-7 game.
Galvin in 1897, but there was no interleague play back then.
Hit to deep left. Way back. Schumacher can't make the play. Is it gone? It is. No, it's not. Coughlin on his way to third. He'll go head first, and
I think a fan reached over on that one.
There may be a boundary replay here, and that is not something the manager has to challenge. And in fact, I already saw Manny Gonzalez make the motion. I think they're going to take another look at it.
Yeah, I think you have to.
That could have been a home run. We're not sure yet. Let's see. Oof. Well, at the very least, it's 3.
Yeah, I think. I can't really tell. It looks like oof. Boy, that's really tough to tell.
Forsyth replay review. The umpire still.
They might have a cleaner look than we do.
Discussing. It's right on the top.
Right. Then it hit the fan's arm.
Boy, Brian Price coming out first. They're not going to go to the.
It should be a home run. That ball would have left the park.
Review.
That ball would have left the ballpark. I think it hit top of the wall, then hit the fan's arm, and back into play.
Now, what could Brian Price be arguing? That it's 2?
He's arguing double.
Yeah, I think after this conversation ends, Joe's going to go over and ask them to look at it in New York, and I think you're right. I think it's going to be a home run. Now, with fan interference, it's not like a ground rule double. Runner at first and a ground rule double has to stop at third, but here they place the runner where they think he would have been, and Coughlin didn't stop, which is the right thing. He just kept running.
Right.
And he ended up at third. So why would you place him at second if you're the umpires? Schumacher kind of gave up on it there momentarily. I'm with you. I think it's a home run.
Yeah, I'm surprised they had the long conversation before looking at it. Why not just go ahead and take a look at it?
Right.
Satisfy all parties. Say, here, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to determine exactly what happened, and we'll decide where he ends up. But Coughlin, who's shown good power the other way all year long, he had deep drive to left for a double last night.
So Joe never had to have a conversation with Field and Culbreth. Well, tie ball game.
Well, here comes Brian Price again, looking for an explanation.